What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so something came to my attention yesterday that one of my subscribers posted that I was not aware of. And I'm usually aware of almost all these miscellaneous stats. This was one I was not aware of, or if I was aware of it, I just assumed that by now this would no longer be true, considering how long LeBron James has been playing in the NBA. Do you know that despite LeBron James having played more minutes than any player in the history of the NBA, do you know despite the fact that he shares the record with Vince Carter for having played 22 NBA seasons, do you know this, despite him having played in approaching 500 more games than Michael Jordan? What is that? Is that the equivalency of 6 more seasons? Somehow, LeBron Ramon James has committed fewer career fouls in the regular season than Michael Jordan. How is that possible? How? How is that possible? I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, he's just so great at playing defense without fouling. No, I've seen LeBron James, even when he does play defense, commit fouls. He just seldom gets called for one. And the stats bore that out. Unbelievable. In 22 seasons, LeBron has been whistled for 2,767 fouls. Michael Jordan, you know, the guy they say got away with everything, in 15 seasons, really 13. When you look at the fact that in 85, 86, he only played in 18 games, and 94, 95, 17, but let's go with 15. In 15 seasons, he's committed 2,783 fouls. So the most fouls LeBron has ever committed in a season was his third year, which was, I think, 2005, 2006, I think it is. He committed 181 fouls. The most fouls Michael Jordan ever committed his rookie year, 285. So he's whistled for over 100 more fouls in his highest season than LeBron. LeBron's season in 2005, 2006, that's the only year he committed, I believe that's one of only like 3 seasons where he committed 2 or more fouls per game. I got to look at it again, but it might be a little off. 2.3 fouls committed in his third year. This year, LeBron is committing 1.5 fouls per game. The year before that, 2023-24, 1.1 foul per game. 1.1 foul. Michael Jordan had 7 seasons where he committed 200 or more fouls. So this notion that he doesn't get called or he didn't get called for fouls is poppycock. It's not based in reality. As a matter of fact, when I look deeper in LeBron James's stats this year, it amazes me that this guy even fixes his mouth to complain about officiating. In 29 home regular season games so far, 29 regular season games at crypto. 29. He's only been called for 38 fouls in 29 home games. 38 fouls. 38 fouls in 29 home games. Also, there's this weird split as far as his outside shooting. I think I talked about this in my Patreon a little bit before. Something's a little bit off here. I understand there's some variations. You know, it's funny how these same clowns were trying to insinuate last year that Michael Jordan was the beneficiary of home cooking. Meanwhile, their king, their fake king, like I said, has only been whistled for 38 fouls in 29 home games. And for some reason, LeBron shoots a blistering 43% from beyond the arc at crypto. But on the road, he shoots only 33% from downtown, which is about what he had been shooting before altogether. And then I looked about how, you know, sometimes some basketballs have a lot of air pressure in them. And when they have more air pressure, which is more than what the league mandate is, but I think it's 7.5 to 8.5 pounds of air pressure in the basketball. When some of these balls have 14, 15, 16 pounds of air pressure in them, the ball is livelier, which is something that a guy who's 6'9" wants because it gives them a livelier dribble and he won't turn the ball over as much. Matter of fact, I think if I looked at those splits before, LeBron has fewer turnovers at home than he does on the road, but also a livelier ball to some people, especially if you're kind of like a bigger guy, you may shoot better. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's the case, but that's a staggering split for an entire season. For some reason, you're shooting 42% at crypto, but you only shoot 33% on the road. As long as this guy's been playing, he should be used to everybody's goddamn rims. But I want to give you another stat before I go. The goal to show you just how friendly a whistle the NBA is giving this clown. LeBron James, for his career, is averaging 1.79 fouls per game and dropping. 1.79 fouls, right? Magic Johnson averaged 2.26 fouls per game. Larry Bird, 2.54 fouls per game. Kobe Bryant, 2.49 fouls per game. And Michael Jordan, of these guys, the highest, 2.6 fouls per game. Almost a full foul more than LeBron James, a guy who's supposed to be bigger, faster, stronger, in a more physical position. Bullshit. Okay? So to me, this is a product of two things. One, the fact that he doesn't play any defense. Two, even with that, by now he still should have way more fouls than Michael Jordan. This is a product of him getting the biggest preferential treatment of any star in the history of the NBA. Even these other guys, they're all within the 2.3 to 2.6 foul range. This guy doesn't even get whistled for 1.8 fouls per game for his career. And since he's come to Lakers, it's even worse. It's like more like 1.5 fouls a game. 1.4, 1.3. Last year, 1.1. How can you beat a team when you look at the fact that the Lakers have perennially led the NBA in free throw attempts per game, but the Chicago Bulls never, if I'm not mistaken, led the NBA in free throw attempts during the dynasty run. They didn't have to rely on that. So you tell me who's the fraud. Once again, we know who. And this is why I'm shadow banned. This is why when I comment on ESPN videos, nobody sees my comments because I'm banned because they don't want this truth out there because they're cowards. That's why they affected the algorithm. So they force feed you that dribble, that mess from a bunch of overpaid, casting couch / buck dancers on those networks who don't know a lick of sport. Come on. Do you really think Malika Andrews and Elle Duncan know what they're talking about half the time? Only thing they know about, allegedly, is having knee burns. Anyway, this was fun. Tell me what you guys think.